Hi folks, my name is Cary Shineldecker. I've come to speak on behalf of the citizens of Michigan that live out in rural areas that are faced with industrial wind turbines, not only in their backyard but in their homes with them. I'd kind of like an interactive dialogue with the audience if everyone would follow along and participate with me. When we take a look at renewable energy, we take a look at wind turbines, we take a look at industrial wind. The picture on the screen up here is kind of what we look at, and it looks green and it looks good and it looks clean. But I'd like to give you a sense of my reality. I'd like to have a show of hands in the audience. How many people support renewable energy in Michigan? I agree. How many audience members believe renewable energy creates meaningful jobs in Michigan? We've got good participation. Since we only have 5 minutes, I'm going to cut closer. How many audience members live within 50 miles of an industrial wind project? How many within 10 miles of an industrial wind project? How many within 1 mile of an industrial wind project? How many audience members have a turbine within a half a mile of their house? How many have a turbine, 5 turbines within a half a mile of their house? How many members have a turbine 1,139 feet, 476 foot tall, towering over their home? 14 out the front window of my home. Turbines out every window of my home. I have 20. How many homes are filled with industrial noise? Low frequency vibration? How many people sleep on an air mattress in a storage room in their bedroom? How many people's wives in this room have stress so bad trying to sleep with a low frequency going through their home that she was just diagnosed with her upper 4 teeth and her mouth loose? She's a 2nd grade teacher. She's teaching today or she'd be here. This is a location, my home in the Consumers Energy Lakewinds project. The little blue spot is the Shineldecker home. The turbine closest to my home is 1,139 feet. I have 25 turbines within 1.5 miles of my home. They dominate my life. They dominate my world. I have continual headaches. This is a picture of my home that I took with the nearest turbine across the road from my house. Now, we all support green energy, and we think that all other kinds of energy are bad. The impacts to my family thus far: sleep disturbance, awakenings as many as 20 times a night, day on end, week after week, to the point where when I take sleeping pills, I'll sleep for 13 hours at a time. Now, unfortunately, I can only do that on the weekends. Tinnitus in my ear. I have degenerative bone disintegration in my inner ear. The tinnitus in the 2 months since the turbines have started has doubled. A few weeks ago, the turbines stopped because of icing. When they started after a week, within 2 hours, the tinnitus had doubled in my head. Just a loud shrieking ring. Continual headaches for myself, my wife, our neighbors. Twice in the last month, my left eye has went blurry and I've lost vision in my left eye. I didn't know what that was, but it scared me. I went to my doctor, who's running me through a series of tests. I'll conclude. All of these symptoms are real. We live them every day. The wind industry knows about them. They hide them in gag clauses. My next door neighbor, who is leased, came to me and said that he cannot stay in his house. It's the worst place to live in the world because of the turbine that you see in this picture across from my house. Consumers Energy uses gag clauses that restricts the farmers and the landowners from saying anything, speaking out, or making complaints. Heritage, DTE does also. Heritage in the Garden Peninsula, consumers in DTE. I'm just going to read this and then I'll stop. Leasee shall have a non-exclusive easement over and across said property for audio, visual, view, light, noise, vibration, air turbulence, weight, electromagnetic, electrical, and radio frequency interference, and any other effect attributable to leasee's operation. The lease further stipulates that the lessor waives any claims with regard to such interference or effects. Now, you may say that the only people that complain are the people that are not getting money from wind turbines, which I turned down the lease. I own 250 acres total. The people that complain are the people that can't. Many people out there that are suffering are held by gag clauses. When you go forward with renewable energy, don't forget that there are victims out there, because there are. My family's one of them. Thank you.